Hi children, in this video we will be discussing the medicinal uses of microorganisms. I hope you might have gone through the previous video in which the commercial uses of microorganisms were explained, that is for the making of bread, making of curd and fermentation process. Now let's go with the medicinal uses of microorganisms, that is antibiotics, the production of antibiotics and vaccines. Antibiotics. Anti means, the word meaning of anti is against, opposite. Antibiotics are those medicines which work against the growth of bacteria. Antibiotics was for the first time discovered by Alexander Fleming, and the name of the antibiotic, the first antibiotic discovered, is penicillin. And it was done in 1929 while he was doing some experiment with bacteria. And he could observe that on his plate, on his culture, he could find some little green mold on his culture plate. And he observed that this green mold could prevent the growth of bacteria or kill the bacteria themselves. And that particular instance that led to the discovery of the penicillin, that is discovery of the formation of penicillin, the first antibiotics in ever history. Okay, now the word anti means against, and what these antibiotics do. Antibiotics are medicines. They kill the bacteria, or they prevent prevent or stop the growth of bacteria. Their reproduction will be prevented, that is their copying in number will be prevented by this medicine. Actually, they are medicines. These medicines will prevent the growth of bacteria, or they prevent or stop the bacteria from reproducing themselves, or they kill the bacteria. These are the works or the duty of the bacteria. Actually, they are the fighters, isn't it? They are fighting against this kind of invaders, that is pathogens, microorganisms causing diseases. And we have different lots of antibiotics available in the market. You might have taken so many different antibiotics when you are affected by some diseases. For example, we can tell streptomycin, tetracycline is the erythromycin. All these are different examples for antibiotics. So you should be familiar with all these names. For example, streptomycin, tetracycline, erythromycin. Antibiotics are even mixed with the cattle feed, the feed of livestock and poultry, to check microbial infection in animals also. And they are also used to control many plant diseases. So they are applicable in human beings, animals as well as plants also. The antibiotics are manufactured by growing specific microorganisms and are used to cure a variety of diseases. And based on this, they are the protection of vaccines. The vaccines are also. And one more thing is, if you are taking antibiotics, you should follow the instructions given by the doctor. There will be a particular course. If it is taken for 2 weeks, then you should take it for 2 weeks, not less than or more than that. Because if you are doing that, if you take antibiotics when not needed or in wrong dosages, it may make the drug less effective when you might need it in the future. And another thing is that if you are taking it unnecessarily, they may kill the beneficial bacteria in your body. So antibiotics, they are not effective in the case of cold and flu, because we know that cold and flu are caused by the virus. So these virus causing diseases are not cured by antibiotics. If it is being cured by antibiotics, we will be taking antibiotics during this COVID pandemic season, but it is not applicable for virus causing diseases. Now, vaccine. What are vaccine? You might have heard about vaccination, pulse polio programming and all. Pulse polio immunization program, you are very well aware of that. So that is also vaccine. They are orally taken vaccines. You might have seen children are given oral drops. It is orally taken vaccine. So what are this vaccine actually? That is, when a disease carrying microbe enters our body, when any pathogens, microorganism which cause diseases, pathogens enters our body produces antibodies to fight the invader. The intruder will be attacked by our body immune system itself. So those fighters are known as antibodies. Antibodies are actually our fighters. Our immune system is protected by these fighters known as antibodies. So the same dead or weakened microorganisms are introduced into a healthy body. The healthy body fights and kills the invading bacteria by producing suitable antibodies. This is a very good technique. Suppose dead or weakened microorganism, powerless microorganisms are purposefully injected to our body. Our body will be making antibodies to work against it. That is the immune mechanism of our body, defense mechanism of our body. So antibodies will be created in our body when some dead or alive microbes are introduced to our body. And the antibodies remain in the body, and we are protected from the disease causing microbes forever. This is how a vaccine works. A vaccine is working on the same principle, that is, antibodies fight against disease causing microorganism. So what we are taking actually in the form of vaccine is actually they are dead or weakened microorganism. We are intaking dead or weakened microorganism in the form of vaccine. So when this vaccine is being introduced in our body will become active. It will produce the defenders, the fighters to defend against this microorganism, and they will be producing antibodies. So several diseases including cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox, hepatitis, all can be prevented by this kind of vaccination. Small children are given vaccination for different kinds of diseases. And Edward Jenner was a scientist who discovered vaccine for the first time in 1798, and it was against smallpox. Smallpox vaccine was the first vaccine introduced by scientist Edward Jenner, and it was in 1798. See, you can see the picture. The body also remembers how to fight the microbe if it enters again. That is a very good practice of our body. Whenever one time it produces antibody, the next time when the microbe reaches our body, it knows how to fight, how to get rid of this microorganism, how to fight against these microorganisms, and they will be using the same mechanism. And you can see the picture given here, plasma cell shooting antibodies. Because antibodies are produced and they are in the plasma cells, and these plasma cells are producing, they are throwing this antibodies against this infection causing pathogens, and they are actually a Y-shaped protein. You can see the antibodies in Y shape, just like we are writing the Y. So this Y-shaped antibodies are actually proteins. Antibodies are actually proteins in the shape of Y. Now, if a dead or weakened microbes are introduced in the healthy body, the body fights and kills them by producing suitable antibodies. That is the working principle of vaccine. Edward Jenner discovered vaccine for smallpox in 1798. So what we call these pathogens or the disease-causing microorganisms, or in the vaccine, what microbes are introduced into the body, we call them the antigens. Antigens are a toxin, or that is poisonous substance, or other foreign substances, that is microorganisms, which induces an immune response in the body. How they are producing an immune response in the body? When they are introduced to our body, when they invade our body, when they intrude to our body, our immune mechanism will become active and they will produce antibody. Okay, so these antibodies are actually created by the presence of antigens. Okay, so that's all about antibody, antigen reaction, and vaccine and antibiotics, the production of antibiotics. Hope you understood this video and hope you understood the fact concerning with antibodies protection, antibiotic protection, and what are vaccines. All these terms are very important: antibiotics, antibody, vaccine, and antigen. So we will be meeting in the next video. Until then, bye bye and thank you for watching.